What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Rich Realtor Show, episode 12. How's everybody feeling today? Me, myself, I'm feeling pretty good. You know what? I am. I'm feeling really good. I had a closing today on a property. This property is in Curtis Bay. Yeah, everything's going fine for me, sir. Guys, glad that everyone is able to watch, whoever's watching. Thank you. I'm your host, Keyshawn Robinson, the Rich Realtor, here to educate those who, everybody, not just those who don't have the knowledge or have the resources. Really everybody, whoever just watches, I hope, everyone can take something from the show. With that being said, let me get to the intro. All right. I left my water, y'all. I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty as a mud. Welcome to the Rich Realtor Show. Episode number 12. Y'all know we not stopping, right? I'm your host, Keyshawn Robinson, the Rich Realtor. Don't call me a realtor without calling me rich. You know the slogan. Best real estate podcast in the world. Best realtor in the world. You call it a podcast. I call it a broadcast. Let's go. So, we on episode number 12. And I don't really have anything special for you. Just a thank you from me to you. The views are growing. I'm feeling blessed. I put a post up. Just feeling blessed. Let's go. Let's get motivated. If you are in whatever state, you thinking about getting a property. Maybe you're just thinking about getting a house. Maybe you're not ready yet. Maybe you are taking that first step. You're in the right place. If you're thinking about making an investment, maybe investment property, you're in the right place. If you're thinking about purchasing a home, you're in the right place. If you're thinking about selling a home, you're still in the right place. I got 2 homes under contract right now. Let's go. Listen, it's not about stats. It's about reaching out. Let me repeat that. It's not about stats. It's about reaching out, touching someone, helping someone. That's what I do. I'm the help. I'm the closer. When you got nobody else to go to, I'm the closer. Cut the track, DJ. Welcome, guys. We on episode number 12. I asked myself a question. What does episode number 12 mean to me? Episode number 12 means that it started from an idea. Episode number 12 means that from that idea, I made an action plan. From that action plan, I put it into effect. Once I put it into effect, I came up with a plot. Once I had the plot done, I went and got equipment. Once I got all the equipment done and had, even though I've been adding on, I recorded. First shows, uh, my first recordings were super early. Um, Maybe they were even trash. I don't know. But from my earlier recordings, there was a progression. See, I didn't always start off this good as I am now, right? I actually, if y'all hear any, that's my wife in the background. I just told y'all I need this one. Hey, can you hand me a water, sweetheart? Oh, it won't interrupt the show, I promise. You can just reach it over here. It's come through. It was my baby birthday too, y'all. So everybody wish her a happy birthday. Thank you. Let's give her a round of applause, actually, for my wife. Round of applause for the wife. Water. Gotta have water. Thank you. Thank you. So I wasn't always this good. I started out and I've always been in the always had the thought process of just do it. Just start. I don't care how it looks, how it feels. Just do it, and then let's come back and revisit it, and we'll make adjustments as needed. And that's what I did. My earlier recordings were kind of all over the place, but now, and I'm still, sometimes kind of all over the place, but it's more structured now. And as we continue, I'm only on number 12, but I have way more recordings. But I have way more recordings, but here we go. But I'm only on number 12. And each show, I grow, I learn, I revisit it. Each and every show, I watch probably 2 or 3 times. I'm looking for mistakes. I'm looking for just pauses and wording and, trying to make the product better and better and better, right? Now, why did I say that? Because I could be on show 0, never even started. Remember, nothing has come of this. I'm not on Spotify. I'm not getting paid. I'm actually paying. Time, equipment, it's money. Time is money. And giving away free information. All at no cost to you. I'm actually paying to get this information out. If you are in a bad position. And what I mean bad is like maybe bad credit, not enough funds for closing. Not necessarily that, but I guess you can lump that in there. You have to start somewhere. If you want a house, you have to start somewhere. If you want to sell your home, maybe your home is bad. I mean bad. Because the reality is there are bad homes. I had one. I had to put in, first of all, let me rewind back. Because when you think that you can't do something, you're probably not going to do it. When you think that you can do something, you probably will. Like they say, where there's a will, there's a way. That's a fact. I didn't even have the money that I needed to put in the house the way that I wanted it to be presented so I could get the most money out of it. But I made a way with the resources that were available to me. And I completed what I set out to do, which was sell a house. I did it. So it all started from a thought. Then I made an action plan, materials, put the action plan into place, and I finished. I completed what I set out to do. And when you're purchasing a house, that's what you have to do. If you're trying to buy a house, you have to make an action plan. What are you going to do? How are you going to get the funds? How are you going to save the funds? Where will the funds be held while you're saving them? What are you going to do to ensure that you don't access those funds or deplete those funds or use it, just touch it regardless of anything? Like, you have to do that. You're in charge of you. So if this is something that you really want to do, it's all about taking that first step. If you notice, like, baby steps turn into walking. Walking turns into running. So just remember, if it's something that you really want to do, you just set out, you just do it. You just start. Find a way to just start it. Because the road that you have to travel is still the road that you have to travel, regardless of how. It's like this, right? Let's just talk about the road that you have to travel. The road that you have to travel will be different from the road that I have to travel. The road that I have to travel will be different from the road he or she has to travel, right? So regardless of anything, your road is your road. Your road may be 2 years. One thing for certain and two things for sure. If you don't start, you won't finish. That's a fact. They say what's worse than failing is never trying. You have to start somewhere. And wherever that is, those are the cards that you have dealt. That's where you start at. And you just start it. You move and you groove. You get it shaking until you reach the end. Whether it's 1,000 steps, 2,000 steps, 10,000 steps, 1,000,000 steps. But it all starts with you. Remember that. I am the person that will help you get there. I am the person that tells you, gives you the confidence to keep pushing, to keep going. When you get tired, it's, I'm tired of this. I'm the person that's going to help you to keep going, to give you the confidence. One more step. All right, take that one step. All right, give me. You did one, you can do two. You do two, you can do four. Period. That's a fact. So just remember that, guys. No matter how long it takes, you have to start somewhere. And to be honest, to just starting is just to get in contact with someone like me and talking to one of our preferred lenders and actually um, getting your credit ran. Taking that first step, trying to find out exactly what's in front of you. Maybe you got 5 things to fix. Maybe you have everything straight. You just need the money. It's just about saving. So, but yeah, man, you have to do the work. Work ain't gonna do itself, people. You have to do the work. I give you guys a quick story. And this is a part of my acknowledging those who help. Back when I was 17, off of, not off of, on the wrong path. I was in high school, 12th grade, and I ended up making poor decisions. Stopped going to school, ended up not graduating, and then life just came to a standstill. I was at this point living with my grandmother and just uh, just on a treadmill, going nowhere fast. I really didn't have any plans of going back and finishing school at that time. No plans. Um, that year passed. I want to say that was 97. I think it was 97. So now we're in 98. 1998. I get a phone call. I think it was a phone call. It may have been a phone call, may have been in person. I can't really recall, getting older. And it was my aunt. And her name is Trina. And we had a conversation. And she, we were just talking, and she was like, so pretty much, I'll paraphrase, she was pretty much saying, so, like, what's your plans? Right now, you're not going to school. You didn't finish. basically dropped out. What are your plans? And I was like stuck. I didn't have an answer. Remember, I was just on the treadmill, going nowhere fast. And she brought up the idea of me going back, finishing school, and then, you know, whatever you decide to do from that point, you'll maybe you'll have a better idea at that time. And I thought about it, and I really didn't want to go. Remember, I was 17. I'm making horrible decisions, and I didn't want to go. But honestly, I think I did it more so for her sake than for mine. Wow. Now, this is, of course, like someone that I look up to, my favorite aunt, as I say. And I could see the concern that she had. So as we were speaking, she, told me my cousin, he was like 2 years older than me. He was already enrolled. Now, this was night school that she was mentioning to me. Like, hey, you know, you go in the evening time, and it's only, dang, I forgot how many. I think it was like 2 hours or something. Was it 2 hours? It wasn't long because really didn't have many credits left to finish, which is weird. I only needed I think 3 classes. I think it was. Um, this is so weird. I needed gym, math, gym, math, art. Is that it? I think gym, math, and art. If I ain't mistaken. Yeah, I think those were the 3 classes that I took. Actually, I got to take um I got to take gym on Saturdays because I was going to a Saturday school, which was super sweet. We really didn't do nothing but like play basketball or run around the track and stuff like that. But I had to go and do the work, like my math classes and stuff like that. I forgot what was I probably taking like algebra 2, something like that. I think I had to take algebra 2 in there, if I'm not mistaken. So I thought about it and I was like, you know what? This is somebody that I look up to. This is somebody that I know is concerned and only is looking out for my best interest. So I said, you know what? I'll go and do it. And I did. Took her advice. I went back and I finished it. Now there is a caveat to this. The first the first year they kicked me out because I came late. Although my grades was gonna have all B's, literally. I came late like 3 times. I think 3 times. Or maybe it was 4. I may have came late 3 times and I got kicked out on the third time, or I came late. I was late 3 times and I got kicked out on the fourth time. I was devastated. But I was just, a few minutes late. But, the rules are the rules. And that hit me hard because I had to watch my cousin. He was already in there, like I said, walk across the stage, and I had to go back because we would have been walking across the stage together. But I had to go back again the next year. And I did. And furthermore, because I was driving the first year, I was driving up there. The second year, I wasn't driving. And my stepfather, he took me up there every day. And I thanked him in the last acknowledging those who helped. And I graduated. I finished. Like I said, I think the last thing I had to do was Saturday school, because I didn't take gym at night. I took the gym class on Saturdays. And I went to Crossland. It was Crossland Night School. And I took the Saturday school out. I think that was Surrattsville. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. And I finished. Got my diploma. Walked across the stage. And I said all of that to say, in this segment, acknowledging those who helped, want to thank from the bottom of my heart my Aunt Trina, because she is the one that put the seed in my head, that planted the seed in my head to say, hey, what you're doing right now is probably not the best idea. Maybe you can do this, or take my advice and do this, or everything will pan out. And I did, and it did. So thank you, Aunt Trina. From the bottom of my heart, I love you. I really appreciate that. And you are the person that I'm acknowledging today on those who help. So let's give her a warm round of applause. Thank you again. So, all of this relates to you doing the work. You have to save. You have to do whatever it is to get your credit scores up. Maybe your credit score is 627. Maybe, and you need to get it to 640 to get the DPA assistance. DPA is down payment assistance. Whatever it is. Had I could have just went back and messed around with all the girls in class. I did. I went there. I did the work, and I completed it, and I graduated. And that's the same thing that you guys have to do. You have to do the work, save, keep your credit scores intact, and you'll complete your mission of getting your home. Thank you, guys. I don't want to make these too long. We try to tie in real life stories and tie those into real estate. And I think I did a good job at it today. So with that being said, let's roll in the outro of the show. Let's not roll in the outro of the show. It's Keyshawn Robinson, the Rich Realtor. We not just talking. We making action plans. We not just talking. We walking the walk. The work won't do itself, people. The work won't do itself, people. You got to do the work. House not gonna buy itself. You got to buy the house. So ask yourself the same question that I had to ask myself. Is everything that I'm doing right now going to get me to my final destination, whether that be to buy, sell? You have to answer that question. Ask yourself. And actually answer yourself. It's the Rich Realtor Show. I'm your host, Keyshawn Robinson, the Rich Realtor. Everything that I do, I just do it, baby. Like Nike. It's Keyshawn Robinson, the Rich Realtor. You can find me at KeyshawnRobinson.SamsonProperties.net. That's right. KeyshawnRobinson.SamsonProperties.net. If you don't know how to get in touch with a lender, we just click the button. Get finance. If you don't know how to get in contact with me, just hit the button, contact us. If you don't know how to get a free evaluation on your house, just hit the button. Free home evaluation. Come on, man. How much easier can I make it for you? I'm doing what I do. We need you to do what you do. You can get that house. The house is waiting for you. I want to shout myself out. I just closed on property today. It's my 5th property. I want to be at 10 by the end of the year. And I'm holding myself accountable. And if you're looking to buy a house, you should hold yourself accountable too. It's Keyshawn Robinson, the Rich Realtor. Let's get a round of applause. Remember, the website is KeyshawnRobinson.SamsonProperties.net.